childhood is ruined. Whatever happened to Cartoon Network? Like, the shows that they got now is like ridiculous. Like, what is Mad and what is Annoying Orange? What is that? Like, I miss it when they had all the original Cartoon Network series. Like, that's just Laboratory. I believe that came out like April 28th, 1996. And then, oh my gosh, Johnny Bravo. That was my show. I'm not even gonna lie, Johnny Bravo. That came out in July 14th, 1997. And then Cow and Chicken, I didn't really like that show. That's another like original series. I didn't really like it. It came out in 1997, July 15th. I'm a Weasel. I kind of do vaguely remember that show. It was okay. I didn't really like it. The Powerpuff Girls. What happened to the Powerpuff Girls? I'm not gonna lie. Like, you could call me gay or whatever, but I'm not gay. But the Powerpuff Girls, that was like the show, like, for almost everybody. That was like my favorite Cartoon Network show, next to Johnny Bravo and Dexter's Laboratory. Ed and Eddie. Whatever happened to Ed and Eddie? It came out on January 4th, 1998. That was like a hilarious show. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Courage, the Cowardly Dog. Does anybody remember Courage, the Cowardly Dog? That was like another favorite of mine from Cartoon Network. Time Squad. Does anybody remember Time Squad? And Kids Next Door. What happened to Kids Next Door? How do you cancel a show like Kids Next Door? Like, that's the best show ever. You can't do that. What is wrong with you, Cartoon Network? What is wrong with you? Whatever happened to the Adventures of Billy and Mandy? Does anybody remember that? Like, that was a lot of people's favorite show ever. Like, what happened to it? What is wrong with you, Cartoon Network? Mega XLR. Does anybody remember it? It came out in 2004. That show was like cool. Like, it kind of was like a Transformers kind of, but not really. It was like a Hot Rod Transformer thing that I don't know. I can't explain off the top of my head, but you should go check that show out. Foster's Home of Imaginary Friends. What happened to it? What happened to Foster's Home of Imaginary Friends? Like, come on now. The Life of Juniper Lee. I don't really remember that show, but people I have asked, they said that they liked the show, but it didn't run that long. It's time for Camp Lazlo. Who remembers Camp Lazlo? Whatever happened to Camp Lazlo? That show was hilarious. Like, you need to bring it back. Like, reboot Camp Lazlo, please. My gym partner's a monkey. I didn't really like that show, honestly. For some reason, I did not like My Gym Partner's a Monkey. But, I mean, it's whatever. Ben 10. That was like a favorite of mine. I didn't really like all the Ben 10 other series, like Ben 10 Alien Force and Ben 10 Ultimate Alien. Those are okay, but it's nothing compared to the original. And then now today they got something called Ben 10 Omniverse. What is that? And the graphics are horrible. I don't like it. It's just like a rip-off of the original. Don't like it. It should be canceled immediately. Cut it off right now. Squirrel Boy. Does anybody remember Squirrel Boy? That show was funny too. Then the last on my list that I count as an original is Class of 3000. Sing it, nah nah. Wait, no, that's Fat Albert. Does anybody remember Class of 3000? That show about the music and stuff. That was one of my favorites. And they had the game online. I used to play that all the time. Class 3000, that was in November 2006, I think it was released. I wish they could bring back that or something, like, or Cartoon Network needs to have like like on Sundays or something, bring back like all the old cartoon shows for that day, and then the rest of the week they can have all of their terrible shows that they have now. So yeah, they do that. Now here is the section of the video when I tell you where Cartoon Network messed up. See, now it all started in 2007 when this show called Chowder was released. This show was horrible. And 2007 was the year that my childhood was ruined by Cartoon Network. And then came Transformers Animated. I did not watch that show because it looked tacky. And then it was Ben 10 Alien Force. That show was not that bad, but it's nothing compared to the original, as I said. And then there was The Marvelous Adventures of Flapjack. That show was horrific. It scared the crap out of me. I did not like it. I'm not saying that the show was scary, I'm just saying it scared me for how bad the show was. And then there was a show called Secret Saturdays. That did not last long at all, and I'm glad it didn't. Then there was Adventure Time. I hated that show. Like, it needed to be cut off immediately, and I think it's still running. Adventure Time, you need to go. And then there was Ben 10 Ultimate Alien. I did not like that show as good as the original Ben 10 or Ultimate Alien. It's like the Ben 10 series are getting worse. And I think after the Ben 10 Ultimate Alien, they should have stopped it. But no, they continue with Ben 10 Omniverse. Generator Rex? What is that? I did not like that show as all. It was horrible. So I'm not gonna lie. For the first couple episodes, I was into it, but then kind of like died off. I didn't think it was interesting anymore. And then the regular show, that show is like stupid. Like, it has no meaning. Like, it has no meaning at all. Just like a lot of shows on Cartoon Network today needs to be shut down. Okay, just shut down. And then there was Symbiotic Titan. What, like, come on, it's like Teenage Robot or something like that. It reminded me of that, but I really did not like the show at all. Then there came The Amazing World of Gumball. That show was released in May 2011, and it's still going. All these shows, they just need to stop. They're horrible. Just stop it. Cartoon Network, unless you get a good cartoon out there, like now, you should just be cut out of the cartoon business, or come up with a new type of schedule that involves the original cartoon series. Other than that, I feel bad for all the children who have to watch these horrible shows created by Cartoon Network in 2007 to now. Because all those shows are horrible. Just saying. So, bye guys. And I feel bad for all the kids that have to watch shows like Adventure Time and Gumball. And, oh yeah, Incredible Crew. You suck, you rip off of So Random.